Hello, I'm going to do a video here. I have this drawn style. As you can see here, it's detail view ADM pre, so it's pre-numbering. So if it's not, sometimes it's not the appropriate thing to do the number yet. So I like to have a drawn style. So there's two cameras, this one here and this one here. What I'll do is I'll just change the color of these so you can see them a little better. So these two cameras, as you can see, I have these. Originally what I would set it to is ADM 3/32, but because I don't have it numbered, I need to use the pre. Now I don't use these 1/8 anymore. I've switched to 3/32, so I could create a new one, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to edit this one to change it to 3/32 pre-numbering. So let's go inside, so we can leave that the same, and we're going to go into the drawing styles, and we're going to pick the one we want to change, which is this one. Now if I go back for a second, just show you the problem I have. So these are two new details. So you can see when I use that drawing style, now I've exploded that label. So let's go back a little bit. Alright, so yeah, I exploded that label at the start, so let me go back a little further. Alright, there, now it's not exploded. So you can see this one is slightly bigger than this one. So what you can do is, depending on the way your units are set up, if I go in here, it's showing me that this is 1/8, right? But if I go here and change this to 1/8, you can see it got bigger, so it's not actually 1/8. This was actually 3/32. So let's back it up. What we can do is, if we explode that and then click on that, we can see it's 3/32. And then if we explode this one, click on it, we can see it's 1/8. So my bolts are incorrect, and I'm going to change that now. So my style has already half changed, so I've been tinkering around with it, as you can see. So the label for the beam is correct. So what we're going to do is go into the process, and we want to rename this. So go into the properties, and we're going to change this to 3/32. Okay, and then we're going to come in here, and we want to go over here, and we're going to change this to 3/32. And okay, and all these other things are okay. See, I can have a detail view, object presentation. So go to object presentation, and we can see that this is also named the same. So these are your three levels you want to change it on. Same as when you're creating one, same thing. 3/32, which is what I like to use for my label sizes. So now that's all changed. Alright, so we can see if we go to the beam, so see the main part beams, that means if it's numbered, are coming in as 1/8. So we're not going to be using this for when we're numbered, but you really want to change these anyway. So let's change these to 3/32. Okay, and side width, we can have a look at that one. We really need to, we'll leave that one for now. It doesn't really matter. It's given us like an existing or whatever. So let's not worry about that. So we're going to go down. We can see here's the beams all, and here's the section name, 3/32. So, and here's the beams side width, which I don't have any because these are existing. But let's go into it and we'll have a look at the label, and section name with leader, so we want to change that to 3/32. So section name with leader, I might not have created one of them, so let's see. As you can see, I have a lot of extra stuff in here. I'm still working on 221, so I'm planning to upgrade to 220 soon, or 222 soon enough, and I'm going to start from scratch again. So what I'll do here is, let's go back down here. This is going to be 1/8, so let's create a new one. ADM, and we'll call it 330 seconds. Okay. And it's just going to have the section size. So what I'm going to do is I got to create a new one here. Or I can use this one. So this is the one I already have. So I've created the top one, and then I've changed it to the one down here. So it's going to give me a label with a leader line, and it's going to have new and then the section size. Now it's not going to work on this particular drawing because these are existing, they're not beams, but it's just kind of showing you what you have to change. So now the problem I was having was the bolts, right? So let's see what's going on with our bolts here. Sorry at the start if you couldn't see this, I didn't realize I was out of the screen. So we want to come down to the bolts, and we can see bolts and bolts on site. And the bolts on site seems to be correct, and the other bolts does not. So let's switch that to 330 seconds. Let's apply that. Let's go back up here, and the properties, let's change it to what we have on the screen. Apply, use, and the level for the bolts should change. It's taking a little longer than I expected for some reason. Alright, so it's changed. It's saying that these are new clips, so we can also change that. I've gone through that in other videos. So now if we explode this, we can see that that is 330 seconds, and if we explode that one, we can see that is also 330 seconds. So my labels are all 330 seconds. Now you may have issues with other things that you'll need to change, like this. I'll change this to like clip angle to come in automatically on the pre-numbering. So what you want to do is just create a new one for the clip, not just for beams. So have the model roll clip angle, and then have it come in maybe with the model roll at the start. So anyway, that's just a quick way of changing something you don't need. So I didn't need the 1/8 anymore. I wanted to change it to 330 seconds. So now I can come in here, and you can see I don't have a 1/8 pre anymore, and it's kind of cleaning it up a little bit. And I can probably delete these other ones. I don't use these anymore. So what we can do then is just use that one to update this other one also, and you can see, there you go. So you can see here I already have it set in to come in with shear plate here. So that's basically coming in with the model roll. So if we go back and check that, and we want to go into object presentation, we can see we need to look for a plate that's not numbered. So here it is here. There's a stiffener, and there's also this one. So you can see it's set to come in with model roll and then the name, which I'm not a big fan of, to be honest, because I like to use capitals. So this here, I need to create new model rolls probably with capital letters. So that's something I'm going to do down the line probably. Or you can just type in what it is. I could literally change this here. If I want to change this to shear, so if I let's say for this example it's a shear plate. Now you'd want to go back here and just check it's all model roll plates, so it doesn't really work. You'd have to create another one, change this to just stiffeners, or shear plates, sorry, change this to just shear plates, and then you could go back in here and change this and just type in shear plates like that. For this case, I'll just do it, we'll apply it, use it, it's easy to change it back, and then that changed the shear plates, right? So it works for this instance, but if I had other plates here, they'll also say shear plates when they won't be shear plates. So what I'll do is I'm going to change that back right now, and we'll change that back to the model role, which was in their role, right? Model role, alright, so I'll apply that. That's something I need to do in 2021 version, so hopefully that helps anyone that needs to change or clean up their drawing styles a little bit. Okay, bye.